Oh, I'm tired. I'm lazy. I'm procrastinating. I don't know what to do. Where do I find the energy? Is that you? Is that you? Are you finding that in order to find energy throughout your day, you just consume countless amounts of caffeine and pre-workouts and do things that don't really help your body or help your mind just so you can find that extra boost in the day, in the middle of the day after work or something? Whether you're an athlete or not, or just a normal human being like me who just likes to be healthy. If that's you, I need you to listen up because I'm about to give you 3 reasons why. Okay, you need to start taking an ice bath or a cold plunge, all right? Maybe you've tried it. Maybe that sounds scary. The idea of getting in 30-degree water sounds so scary to you. Okay, it is at first. All right, take it from me. I'm on day 126 right now. Okay? But I am telling you, I'm not like all the other alpha male dudes in the YouTube business. All right, this is why you need to do ice baths. It's gonna help your muscle recovery. I mean, no shame to them, no hate to them, really. They're very beneficial, but I'm gonna talk about something people don't really talk about. All right, and that's the strength up here. All right, so the first reason why you need to be doing this ice bath thingy, all right, is because you need to start building your mental stamina. Okay, building your mental stamina just doesn't happen. Sure, it does over time and with new experiences, right? Or you can get ahead like I did and make the decision to immerse yourself in something that most people deem so scary and so frightening and so impossible when really it isn't. Okay, I picked up an ice bath because life was getting hard. And maybe right now life is getting really hard for you. And you don't know what to do. And maybe you're indecisive. Okay, maybe you're having family issues. Maybe you're having relationship issues. Maybe you're having body fitness issues, health issues, work issues, passion issues. Whatever it is, building your mental stamina, building your self-worth and just your own mental stability comes first. It is the root of everything. Past your physical, it is the root. And so, what do I mean by mental stamina? What kind of mental stamina are we talking about here? Well, I'm talking about two things: consistency and commitment. Right? So, how does this build? How does getting in a 30 to 40 to 50 degree ice tub full of water, how does dunking yourself in water build your commitment and consistency? Well, for me, I found that every single day I do an ice bath, it just builds my tolerance for consistency. Maybe you're like me. Maybe you procrastinate. If you're watching this, I bet half of you procrastinate on almost everything you do. Because I used to. But once I started immersing myself every single day, without a question, it built my consistency in all other aspects of my life. Literally. All other aspects. Okay, I was able to exercise every day, 6 days a week. Okay? Before a nice bath, I could only build up enough energy to go twice a week, maybe 3 times a week. Okay? By finding the consistency to get into an ice bath, I found consistency in all other areas of my life. I built the time to be consistent, just naturally. It makes you ask yourself, like, well, if I can do this, if I can do the hardest part, which is getting up in the morning and just dunking myself in 30-degree water, then, man, I can do anything. I can be consistent at work. I started being consistent with texting my sister, texting her I love her every single day. I got a notification on my phone at 8 p.m. every single day to text my sister that I love you. Because I realized one of the things I've realized by taking an ice bath is how much more closer I wanted to be with family. And maybe you're not seeing how those two can connect, right? It doesn't make sense, family and ice baths, right? But trust me, once you start doing it, you start to have this third opening of your eye, this awakening. That's not, I guess, not so spiritual, but it's still an awakening in the sense where it's time to start really taking action in your life and letting go of the control. Okay? And, in terms of commitment, ever since I started taking an ice bath, I've been committed not on certain things, but off. I've been committed off alcohol, off caffeine, off certain supplements that I thought were helping me at the gym, but they really weren't. So I'm telling you, get rid of the caffeine, get rid of the alcohol, get rid of all that stuff. Get yourself in an ice bath, and you'll realize you never actually needed any of that. Because you're going to love it so much. Get past the hurdle. Get past the 3 days that it hurts. If you can get past that, you're going to realize what actually serves you in your life. And for me, it wasn't alcohol. It wasn't caffeine. Now it's green tea. And maybe this is more motivational than it needs to be, right? But anyways, the second reason why you need to get in an ice bath is that it's a restart. Okay? Same thing with the caffeine, right? If you're like me, you find it difficult to find that extra energy in your day. And so let's say it's like 8 in the morning, you take your first cup of caffeine, right? You get through the first couple hours, and then you start working, and then you're grinding, and then all of a sudden you kind of start to shut down. And you're like, shit, well, I already had my first cup of coffee. Should I go for a second? Then you start feeling guilty, and you start feeling kind of bad. Then you drink your second cup of coffee, and you start feeling a little gross. Or maybe you're just overstimulated. Take a step back and ask yourself, is that really healthy? Can my body actually consume that much? Should it be consuming that much caffeine? If you want a natural way to find energy throughout your day, get in an ice bath. Get in an ice bath. I'm telling you, I'll be so sore from just working on my computer all day, or from hitting the gym, and it's 4 p.m. at that time. And then I'll go into the dunk. I'll dunk myself. And once I dunk myself, once I get out, it's like it's a brand new day. Every single time. Every time I get out of an ice bath, it is a brand new day. It is a restart. It is a second chance to do something. If the first half of your day wasn't going as planned, or maybe things got off a little track, guess what? The ice bath will give you another opportunity. It will literally, it's a literal second chance. It wakes you up. It says, hey, you know what? I'm going to give you one more shot at this. You got 6 hours left in your day. Go do it. Because I know all of us start to die down after 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. Most of us. All right, so it's just a good restart in your day. And the last, and one of the most important points I want to make as to why you should be taking an ice bath or a cold plunge, okay? And I know I'm preaching right now, but as someone who's been 126 plus days in, I'm telling you, it's changed my life. So the last point I want to make, it is a form of meditation. And I know that's sounding a little spiritual, and I don't know if you're into that or not, but whether you're into it or not, meditation is good for everyone. And there's so many different forms of meditation, right? One, it's helped me, and it's going to help you breathe. Do you ever think about how you breathe? Unless you're an athlete, I'm sure you're conscious of this, but even if you're not, do you ever take the moment to just realize, oh, how am I breathing? This will give you the tools. Immersing yourself in an ice bath will give you the tools to breathe in a more healthy, in a more balanced way. It's cold. And it's build my patience. It'll build your patience. Okay? Do you get mad when your dog barks? Or when that person cuts you off? Or when your mom says something you don't like? Do you get mad, and do you respond in a really angry or negative way all the time? Because I used to do that. But ever since I started taking an ice bath, It's changed. It's dramatically shifted. I'm not being dramatic here. I'm not making this up. This is real, guys. It literally slows you down. It puts you not in a rush. It takes account for everything that's being said to you, and it gives you a moment of clarity to decide how you want to respond. It does that. It sounds crazy, but it does that. It gives you that split second to actually breathe and decide how you want to respond to a situation. And if you want to take the high road, or if you want to be in your pity party of destruction. Okay? And guys, it reduces anxiety dramatically. As an actor, I go to acting class about every week. And I get scared shitless every single time. I get so nervous. I get that whole day, it's just like tense. My cheeks are clenched, guys. I'm not kidding you. Because I get so anxious and trying to predict the future and trying to make sure I don't mess up that day on stage. And since I've begun taking an ice bath, I've been able to just realize that there's no need for it. The breathing technique and the patience and the being in the moment while I'm in an ice bath allows me to leverage all those beautiful things and apply it to something I'm passionate about, which is acting. And so nowadays, before I get on stage, I'm able to just relive those moments, those 5 minutes that I'm in an ice bath, and just apply it to this situation right here, and knowing that I'm gonna get out of it, and that this anxiety, it's temporary. This jittery feeling, it's temporary. It's all temporary, guys. You're stronger than that. So anyways, guys, this is a really long way of saying you need to get in an ice bath. Okay, and the last thing I want to say to you guys is, if you're in the game of evolution, if you're tired of being off on autopilot, then this is not only going to change the game physically for you, but more importantly, mentally. Okay, it's easy for anyone to go, that's not true. It's easier for most people to go physically change themselves. And most of the time, it's for the wrong reason. It's to find validation and approval from someone else. That's why they change their external appearance. But if you can unlock the inner and then the mental strength that's waiting for you, your mental potential is untapped until you've gone through adversity. And that adversity can be a choice. It doesn't have to be some near-death experience or traumatic experience. It could be a choice to just submerge in something so shocking as an ice bath. Seriously, guys. Okay, so anyways, that is all for me. Anyways, guys, if you've been meaning to get an ice bath, but something's been holding you back, go ahead and comment what that is, okay? Let me help you. Help me help you get in there. Or at least take steps towards getting in a cold shower, at least. Something that's going to help elevate your mind and your body. All right, guys. Until then, I'll see you in the next one.